Good afternoon and welcome to my video. Here we are with a MK4 Golf. This particular model is a 1.4 and we're going to be looking at the rear shock absorbers and spring system and how to change those. Now this will work on every single Golf except the R32 model or anything four-wheel drive. So they're all basically the same. Now this job, obviously it looks really cool to lower a MK4 Golf. Totally in agreement with that. You can do it in a number of different ways. You can use coilovers, you can use shortening springs, you know, you may just want to be changing the shock absorber, and this video will certainly help. So what I'd recommend for the job is actually two jacks. So my jack here is a trolley jack, and I'd simply use the car jack out of the boot if you didn't have two. So use the car jack to jack the car up, because you're going to need the trolley jack later on. And remove the rear wheel. Now, as you can see here, the shock absorber and spring system are separate, so which is quite nice. The shock absorber is bolted at the bottom here and runs right the way up to the top, where it's bolted either side at the top, so you don't need to go inside the car at all. And the spring quite happily just rests in here, and again down to the bottom as well. So with the car jacked up in the air, use your second jack under this point here. Okay, so it's a nice strong sturdy piece of metal, but this is what we're going to use to lower it and to bring it back up again so everything's in the right place. With your jack underneath, this one just here, what you'll need to do is clean that up with a wire brush and then remove it completely. Okay, so once that's done, then the bottom of the shock isn't connected anymore, and you can lower this down with the jack, and then what will happen is the spring will fall out and then your shock absorber will simply be hanging by the two bolts at the top. So if you're changing, again, if you're using a coilover or if you're just changing the shock, you'll need to undo these, and then the whole of the shock will come out. And again with the spring can then just come out, your new one can go in. Then once your new shock absorber is then back in, so bolt it up at the top again, and then slide it down. Obviously your jack will be under here, and start to jack the jack back up again until this part reaches the shock absorber, watching your spring to make sure it fits top and bottom, and then put the bolt through, do it up again, and it's done. It's simply that simple. So the whole job will take probably about 20 minutes per side. Okay, so I hope that helps. Speak to you soon.